Hey everyone, I hope you're well. So today I wanted to go through hero rebalancing. So I have seen some do's and don'ts, and I just want to go through the update. So basically on update 3.15, the heroes had a rebalance done to it. So melee heroes begin very strong and will grow slowly in power as they get closer to level 6000. Range heroes get a big spike of power each 1000 stages, and spell heroes are the opposite of melee heroes. They begin with relatively small amount of power with high amount of power scaling as they level up. So in the traditional sense, the way the heroes leveled before, they're now leveled in, well, the power input levels differently. So each hero has a max level 600. Once you get all 37 heroes to 600, you then ascend, so you level them up again, but it changes the border. So Ascension 1, 2, 3, and now Ascension 4. Now the reason we'll go through this video because I've seen a lot of people do different tactics of leveling up heroes now. So some people level up, for example, just one type of hero when they get to a certain stage, they miss them out, they're having problems slowing down or swapping between different heroes for their strongest hero type, and just things like that. So I'll just go through what methods I do, and I think were probably the best method to do if you are struggling, or if you just want some tips on how to level up your heroes, because obviously it's changed a bit. So I'm going to start a new run so we can show from scratch basically what I see some people are doing, aren't doing. I give examples why I think it's bad, and also examples why I think it's good. So I'll just prestige, and I'm not going to activate any of my active skills or anything. I'm just going to go to my main hero. So this is a brand new run. At the moment it says my strongest heroes are melee, so that's 63% of melee. And what you normally do is, before people, the strongest hero, you equip your helmet to match your strongest hero. Now what I've seen people do, as they're getting coins to level up their heroes, what they're basically doing is that they're leveling up some of them and not all of them. So at the moment, for example, let's say for example it says melee is their strongest. What they're doing is leveling up in the melee types, all the melees, and then leaving ranged and, for example, magic. So let me give you a bigger amount of spend so it's better seen with a full table. I've honestly seen players do this. So you've got a whole stage of heroes here, and what people doing, they're selecting one type. So for example, all the melee types, so let's select all the melees, okay, and they're believing that the melee is the strongest hero type, so they're leaving anyone or everyone else out and just leveling that as their strongest. I think this is incorrect. I think you should be leveling up all your heroes for two reasons. Being is that you don't know your strongest hero unless you level up your strongest, so your top 3 strongest ones. That will give you a better indication of what level your heroes are. And there's another method which I'll explain shortly. So when I level up, for example, my magic, my mage as the strongest one, and then my ranged, you see -1% it's still showing as my melee at my melee type hero as 100%. So I can see why players think that the melee is the strongest because it's 100%, and they've leveled up the mage and the ranged. But if I was to swap to my spell, then my spell will be strongest, and if I was to swap to my ranged would be strongest. So it doesn't really matter. So when people are leveling up and leaving out heroes, they're potentially losing out on a lot of power. So if you do it this method, you're just picking certain hero types. One, you're not only losing out power, because each time you level up heroes, you get an unlocks. For example, here on this one, so Beanie, I'm getting tons of mana capacity missed out. Also all gold I'm missing out on, chest and gold, all gold. All these heroes have additional bonuses that you're missing out on. So if you're not leveling up all your heroes, you're missing out on all the extra damage, power, bonuses, everything. So to give you an example, my magic is 910, regen 3724, and if I also leveled up them all, it goes up to 940 and 3906. So just my regen alone, just on those heroes, has gone up. Plus my damage would have likely gone up, and my gold income would have gone up as well. So that's a benefit of having to level up all your heroes. So I would suggest to level them up, level up all your heroes to get all their additional bonuses that come with leveling up your heroes, because that will help. Don't leave gaps. It doesn't give you that much benefit. So we're going to do some maths now. So we're going to do 4 different variants. We're going to do the equation if it had a sword attack damage. So I just put sword attack notepad. So we can do total damage for sword attack damage, one for melee, okay, spell, and ranged. Right, so these are the, I put spell. Spell. So if I equip sword attack damage, my total hero. So I'm just going to do the melee, spell, and ranged. So at the moment, this is giving me. All right, so this is giving me 5927 plus 5916 plus 5927. So sword attack damage is 17,7770. And if I was equipped my melee, that would give me 6104 plus 5917 plus 6104 equals 18.61. And then if you equip the spell, this will give me 6099 plus 6093 plus 6099. That's 18291. And then finally range. If I equip my range, so 6099 plus 5915 plus 6099 equals 18113. Okay, so based on these, this is just adding up the E numbers, so the total amount of damage numbers for the current heroes that are not, well, the current state of levels there are. Now, based on this, it says out of all of these, so sword attack damage, melee, spell, or ranged, the strongest one is my spell. Now, if I was to equip my sword attack damage, then it's a bit weird, because if I equip sword attack damage, it says my strongest one would be ranged. But actually, in a matter of fact, out of all of them, my strongest one is actually spell, which I would think it would be the other way around. So this is interesting. I don't know if you guys have found a method or tactic or any sort of algorithm, because obviously you don't want to count them up every single time, but it is only a small difference. It's not a huge difference. I mean, that the slight difference there, will probably get you a couple of stages, but it's not going to make hundreds of stages difference. And it's just weird to see that the strongest spell type, so out of adding them all up, equipped to my spell 9, so that's 9% if I click spell. If I clicked ranged, it's at 100%. If I clicked melee, it's at 100%. But if I equipped spell, it's only at 9%. Okay, so that suggests to me, which one will be your strongest hero is because it's the highest hero type with the lowest percentage. So if it says 99%, to me that's basically suggesting that's the highest it can go. Look, 100% is the highest it can go. 100% is the highest. But the spell is only 9, so it's not the highest. So it would make sense that that's the strongest one. So I honestly thought that equipped in sword attack damage would automatically tell you which is the strongest hero to equip. But matter of fact, the best method would be if you are leveling them up and you. Well, the first tactic would be to level up all your heroes anyway. Don't leave any not leveled. So keep leveling up your heroes as much as you can. So keep it at max level. The only reason I say to keep doing that is because, as I mentioned earlier, is that with each hero, when they reach certain levels and milestones, they unlock passive abilities. For example, all gold, boss gold, all gold in that one. And so I'm missing out on potential damage, gold, mana capacity, mana income, that you're going to miss out on. So my suggestion would be keep leveling up your heroes, because I have seen a lot of people that are missing out heroes and leveling up what they think is the strongest. Don't do that. Keep leveling up all your heroes as normal, but when you get to a slowdown, for example here, I'm kind of just waiting for my next grind is starting to go slow down a little bit. So what I simply do is I recommend to equip all you either melee spell or ranged, and pick the highest. So that's melee. So melee is 1%. It's the spells at 5%. Ranged is -1 minus melee. So I know that melee, that's not working. Going to ranged again. Ranged is -1. Melee is -1. But then obviously if I go to spell, plus 5%. So already that automatically tells me the right one. But as I showed you just a second ago, when it's got a certain amount of gold and they're all leveled quite, well, not evenly, but when it's all leveled to a certain amount, when you've got spare gold available and you're not too sure which one's to level, so you see it had a high high gold income and you don't know which one to spend, swap out your different helmets. And if it's 100%, don't do that. But if it's at 9-10%, it means it's still got power to increase, so do that one. I don't know if that's 100% and completely right. So that is my suggestion on the new hero balancing. Bit of a weird one, this one, isn't it? Not as scientific as I thought it would be. If you have any other algorithmic methods, please leave a comment below. But I hope these tips and this bit of insight into it has helped in some way. If it has helped, sub and follow this channel. It helps me out loads, and I thank you so much for it. And you can always catch me on Twitch every Sunday at 8 PM GMT. If you've got any Q&As, if you want to hang out and say hi, pop in there. But apart from that, I'll see you in the next video and hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye.